I have a message for those who would wonder if I would support Joe Biden for president or Donald Trump. Let me put it to you in a very plain English way so that somebody like Joe Biden, who clearly has dementia, and I'm not joking, that is not even a political hit, I believe he has dementia or some sort of cognitive issue. It's going to be a cold day in hell. I am going to vote to put his ass in the White House. You want to know why? Look at Portland, Seattle, Chicago, LA, New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Minneapolis. They're all prime examples of Democrat leadership that has failed the American people. When the president is blamed for something that he didn't do to start with, it's not like he controls the people that live in the street, around the streets of Portland, Oregon, like Mayor Wheeler. When he offers to help by deploying the National Guard, if you request it, to help quell violence that has been going on in your city for over 100 days, most people in their right mind would say, great, I'm all in. No, not this idiot. This idiot Wheeler says, more or less, F you in a letter. He don't need help. Well, what part of your oath into the Constitution of the United States, Mayor Wheeler, did you forget that you're supposed to protect the very people that live in your city? And by allowing rioters to continue to commit acts of violence, not only against federal law enforcement, not only against your own law enforcement, but against the very people of your city, because yesterday a man was murdered in Portland because he was a Trump supporter, you have a problem. And there's no way in hell I am voting for any Democrat that is going to allow such things to happen or glorify it. All we hear from the Democrat Party is, it's Trump's fault, it's Trump's fault. No. Trump is not the one who has let this go. Trump has been the one who has said, I am going to uphold my oath to uphold the laws and the Constitution of these United States of America by giving you the National Guard to use to quell your riots and violence in the streets. But no, your answers are, oh, let's defund the police. Let's not defend the police even. Let's make them all look like, they're guilty of everything. Another thing, I will not ever in my life support a group of people who believe that somebody who fails to listen to the commands of law enforcement, who are giving you lawful commands, to put him up as a martyr. No. We were taught respect, at least I was. I'm only 31 years old, and I was even taught respect when a law enforcement officer is speaking to you. You say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And if they ask you, put your hands behind your back, you put your hands behind your back. They ask you to drop something, you drop something. They ask you not to resist arrest, you quit resisting arrest. You don't walk around a vehicle with a gun pointed at you and then proceed to enter a vehicle while holding a knife and not expect to get shot. It's gonna happen. Because you know something? Those officers have families. They don't want to die today. They want to go home. Just like anybody else. So if you want to go home to your families, listen. Don't obstruct what the officers are doing. Go to court. Fight it the right way. Sometimes you might be surprised. You might only be in jail for an hour, depending on what the case is. But instead, you got these people. Now that they're getting away with it, the cops are put in a corner. Now we're going to start pushing buttons. And this is what it leads to. And then the next thing, oh, gee, we got riots. And then now law enforcement can't really do anything about the riots. And then what you run into is like you have in Kenosha. You have American citizens that are going to eventually say enough is enough, and they're going to rise up against Antifa and BLM, and that's when shit will hit the fan. And it already has. A kid had to defend his own life from those rioters in Kenosha and ended up taking the lives of 2 others. to defend his own. So, do not preach to me that Donald Trump is the whole problem here, because we know he ain't. He is not in a position to control what's going on in these cities, people, but he wants to help. And none of his policies are responsible for the actions of these people. We're responsible for our own actions. If we're stupid enough to take a situation like George Floyd or the situation with Jacob Blake and run with it and decide we're going to burn down communities, then you damn well better be ready to pay the consequences. Every damn one of you should be thrown in jail and locked up and pay a hell of a restitution to fix the cities. And another thing, that goes through all these Democrat leaders too. You guys want to egg this on, then you damn well pay the bill. So for Minnesota, where I'm at, for instance, Governor Walz, you pay the bill. Mayor Fry, you pay the bill for what happened in Minneapolis. You leave the rest of us Minnesotans alone. We're not the ones that failed. You two are. Plain and simple. So if you think I'm going to sit back and allow somebody like Joe Biden, who seems to, first of all, he can't really come out and talk at all. He says now he's going to start, campaigning, but whatever. But if you think I'm going to have somebody go up to his DNC convention and talk negatively about the President of the United States, when it's his own damn party that is screwing up this damn country with COVID, the riots, the whole damn works. They want open borders, the whole frickin' shit and thing. If you think I'm going to let you warm the seat of the White House, you're out of your damn mind. And you better wake up, Democrats, because there's a lot of people in this country that are pissed off, and we're voting for Donald Trump. I hope to God he wins another 4 years. And just know that if anybody pulls any crap after Election Day and they try to push this off all the way into January so that Nancy Pelosi can become president, you probably won't want to do that, because there's going to be a lot of people who have cast votes for Donald Trump that are going to know something's up. That's the only reason why you want this mail-in ballot anyways. People aren't stupid. We're smart. We know what the hell you're up to. You want to slow down the frickin' voting instead of letting people go to the damn polls and cast their vote. I have to use a stupid mail-in ballot, and it's against my will because my stupid township here in Minnesota decided we can't pay a couple people to sit and watch the polls. Well, who the hell cares? They can do it for free as far as I'm concerned. I want to vote in person. But since I can't, I will fill out my ballot, and I will hand-deliver it to the damn courthouse. And if they think that I got to have a special appointment to go into the auditor's office, I'll hold it up and I'll say, here's my special appointment. I'm walking up there and I'm handing it in. I don't need nobody holding my damn hands. Because that's my right as an American citizen when I vote. So you Democrats better wake the hell up. The silent majority is waking up. Big time. And don't think that these masks are going to scare us. And sure as hell don't think you're going to put us in lockdowns and expect to keep us from the polls. Because we ain't stupid. We know our rights. And we know the Constitution protects them. So enough's enough, people. Wake the hell up. Start enforcing these damn laws.